We are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. But tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the New Orleans Saints. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line. Okay, ready?
But right away, they'll change the look. And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's good for a Saints first down.
Up the middle they go. House. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Saints in a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a mark partner in this league without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. And this one nearly intercepted. That one might need to go back to the drawing board. Almost a disaster. And it winds up just an incomplete pass, though. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Hurley. And that will be incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
Play fake. Here's Love. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Mega. Here we go.
To throw now. Here's Love. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Here we go, here we go. 52 blue, white. Red, cycle. Cut.
Love now. And that is incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him, Incomplete pass.
Here we go. Set. Get touch.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. When you look at the Saints defense, they are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's Love. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Touchdown, New Orleans! A great effort there. 61 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well, and let the opponent deal with that.
Pass complete. He finds Jayden Reed. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Packers.
Now Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
52 blaster.
Here's Jacobs. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
As long as you get the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Set. 6. 45. White.
Love. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. Make it 2 weeks in a row now. He's kind of been Johnny on the spot. A fumble recovered last week, and now 2 in a row.
Reminds me a little bit of an old teammate of mine. We used to call him the Vulture because he would swoop in and clean up after the play was made. But, boy, we said it with a lot of affection because he made a lot of game-changing plays by getting to the football that had been knocked loose.
What was your nickname, by the way?
Can you go get me some water, guy, please? The rest of us
right. Too humble. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
At the Saints 11-yard
to pass. Here's Jordan Love. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Love, he's going to change the play here. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Sly able to put this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they able to give up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Hurley. Open man is the rookie from Auburn. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw again. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here we go. At the 60.
They'll look to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get that underneath ETN. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. A handoff running left is ETN. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run with ETN. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Back to throw now on 1st down. It gets this complete to Shaheed. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Packers' 12-yard line.
Second and a couple.
Here we go, set. Hut, hut.
Quick throw to Olave. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Chris Olave, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have got it back to within a score.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Here we go, set.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hurley. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and 14. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 49 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Off the option, here's Jacobs. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ready.
On play action. Love to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Yellow, 22. Set, huh?
Throwing. Love. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Blue striker. Set, punt. 45. White. Set.
Love looking to throw it. Incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Set, ready. Blue, 32. Cut.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and the lead will hold at 10.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Aubrey now for the point after. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Packers 24, Saints 21.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. As they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back.
On the set. Here we go. Here we go. 52 ready.
Back to throw. Love. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half.
24-24.
To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out. To the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
To Josh Jacobs. A gain of 6 yards.
Now Love going to change things up. They'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit them on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Off the play fake, Love. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Well, now they'll try the end around. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
But not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
Looking to throw. Hurley Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
At the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. Hurley. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
48-yard line.
Looking to throw. Hurley. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Hurley. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. With Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll return it from the 6. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had. He's got daylight. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown, Packers! Josh Jacobs with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Saints 24. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll drop this one off with ETN. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw. Hurley. ETN bringing in another one. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, here's ETN. And trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Let's go. Ready.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd.
To throw now. Here's Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down. 24-yard gain on the play. First down.
Okay, ready?
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 191 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Love wants to shift things around. Jacobs going to try the middle. And they'll get him down right around the 16. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Field, black, yellow, 22. Black chop. Set.
Love now. Right side to Watson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Ready. Black 40. Ready.
Here's Love. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And that will force a turnover on downs. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the fourth down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Now a 2nd and 2.
19-yard line.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Larson. And now the rookie's free. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. 31. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, 65 yards. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it? Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. That's caught by Palmer. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
And now they'll shift things around.
Dragon 60.
Back to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Olave over the middle. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
They'll try and run for it. Going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Red 38. White.
Love. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Ready.
Now Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Christian Watson, 57 yards. And the Packers are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing to start the drive. Hurley. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And he comes back with one complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. Hurley. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go, set.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.